Now the next case study is case study of Lovely Export. There is a company called Lovely Export Private Limited. Imagine we are just taking a case study reference. Imagine this happens in every private limited company. Imagine this company is having lot of cash, crores of rupees cash they are having, and they are afraid of this particular cash reserve. They wanted to convert cash into bank. They wanted to bring this cash into their bank account. But you know that if they bring this particular cash through their profit and loss account route, if they deposit it as an income, by booking income, then it will become taxable. And if the cash becomes taxable, then original intent of earning cash is defeated. Why people earn cash? Because they wanted to keep this particular cash in black format. So what do you mean by black format? Black money. Black money means untaxed money. Black money means, my dear friend, untaxed money. Untaxed money is known as black money. Okay. So this is originally a black money. It is earned with lot of efforts. It's not earned with illegally. It's not earned by doing some illegal activity. It is legally earned, but it is earned in cash because they don't want to pay tax. Everybody doesn't like to pay tax. No, there are in fact many of the organization in industry you will find they are not very happy to pay tax. So obviously, if they have the crores of rupees cash with available with them, and they are not willing to pay tax on that, at the same time they are asking you, you are a consultant, they are asking you to bring this particular money into bank account so that they can utilize this money for any of their purposes. Okay. So PNL is not definitely an option. Now the option is left with balance sheet. One of the way that you can show this, that you have taken a loan from some your friends, relatives, or directors of the organization. When you show it as a loan, it looks very suspicious. Like why somebody will give loan to a private limited company? Okay, apart from that, if loan is given to private limited company, a company should pay interest on year basis, and there will be a time when this loan has to be repaid. So actually this money is not supposed to be repaid. This money belongs to the company itself. So loan is also not an option because it looks little like non-genuine, ingenuine, you can say. It's a baseless transaction, and therefore loan is not an again advisable option. So the option which is left with the company is the share capital. Okay, the whole game starts here. Very important game, my dear friend. Share capital. If company like Lovely Export, what company will do? Company will call for their employees, relatives, whoever they know, okay, and they are having faith on. They will call maximum people. Okay, they will call maximum people to the organization, and everybody will get 2 lakh rupees, 5 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees, 20 lakh rupees, depending upon their capacity. These people will get cash from the organization. Okay. Now company will ask all these people to deposit the cash in their bank account, and because it is not a huge cash, it is not in crores, 50,000, 1 lakh rupees, they can deposit in their bank account very easily without capturing the eye from income tax department. So easily they can deposit some amount of cash in their individual bank accounts. And later on, company like Lovely Export, they will bring a public issue, like not public issue, what you say, fresh issue of share capital. Now the fresh issue of share capital, they will bring, please understand, if they bring at face value, imagine they brought this particular fresh issue at face value of 10 rupees. Now the face value of 10 rupees, they have to issue crores of shares to all these people individually. And if they issue the shares worth rupees crores to the outsider, the company will be taken over. The company will be taken over because promoter will have, say for example, 10 lakh rupees share capital. Outsider may have 5 crore share capital. Obviously, company will be taken over. Company will be in the hands of these people now. Okay. So the management doesn't want that their company's shares should be held by outsiders. Nobody likes to dilute the own share capital. So what option they come up with? They come up with issue of fresh issue at premium. Fresh issue of shares at premium. So what do you mean by premium? Premium means if the face value is 10 rupees, the issue price of the company they will keep as 1,000 rupees. Now, income tax department is suspicious about this transaction. Okay, why income tax is suspicious about this transaction, sir? a company like Lovely Export, a private limited company not having a very strong balance sheet, why somebody will invest in this company, and that too at 1,000 rupees? Premium is okay, but this premium is beyond acceptable level. The premium charged by Lovely Export here, 990 rupees premium, is beyond acceptable level, and therefore income tax department have power under section 68, my dear friends. Income tax department is having power under section 68 to inquire into transaction like this. Whenever somebody have given you loan, whenever somebody have given you share capital at premium, whenever somebody has given you cash, any cash credit in your organization, please understand this. Any cash credit in the organization, any cash credit in the organization will be challenged under section 68, and then AO will ask you to provide with the identity of the people who have given you this loan or money, provide the genuineness, and third important point is provide a credit worthiness. 3 questions he will ask: identity of the people who have invested money in your organization, genuineness, and their credit worthiness, whether they have this money, whether they can invest money like this. So the third point is always challenging point. So Lovely Export went into the High Court, and it won in the High Court by saying company is not responsible for furnishing credit worthiness. Government was quite angry with this kind of judgment that will open a black to white conversion route to the many private limited companies. Therefore, they wanted to stop it. Because they wanted to stop this kind of black to white conversion, they introduced section 56 subsection 2 clause 7b in income tax law by saying, now any closely held company, okay, let me teach you directly from the provision itself. Now, if any closely held company, that means it is not applicable to public limited company which is widely held. It is only applicable to the public limited company or private limited company which is held by close people. Okay, two shareholders, 5 shareholders, 10 shareholders, closely held company. And this is applicable only when the shares are issued to the resident assessees. This is applicable only when shares are issued at premium, and that too beyond fair market value. Now, income tax department always asks a valuation certificate from registered valuer or merchant banker whenever a private limited company brings fresh issue in the market. Okay, if the share price is more than fair market value, if the share price is more than fair market value, for my example, face value is 10, issue price is 1,000, fair market value by looking at the balance sheet by using a net worth method is 30 rupees. Any excess, how much is excess, sir? Excess is issue price 1,000 minus fair market value 30 is equal to, sir, into number of shares. Imagine 10 lakh shares were issued. So whatever is the number which comes here. So per share, 970 per share. Please understand, 970 rupees per share will become taxable as income from other sources. Very important provision. Yeah, this is not applicable to whom? This is not applicable to venture capital undertakings, venture capital funds. This fund, they invest in startup entities. Obviously, when they invest in startup entity, lot of things will be looked by SEBI. This venture capital companies or venture capital funds are controlled by SEBI, and they always invest at beyond fair market value because they invest in startups, and startup may not have a strong balance sheet. So they are providing concession to the startup entities. Okay, they are also providing exception to category 1 and category 2 of alternative funds, alternative investment fund. We are having a chapter called small chapter called alternative investment fund. There we will discuss. So this Cat 1 and Cat 2, which are SEBI approved investment fund, it is government recognized funds. So they are saying, okay, if this is invested by this fund, then we will not apply this provision. So that's the point that you need to remember so far as section 56 subsection 2 clause 7b is concerned. Very simply, you need to remember 2-3 points. if it is a private limited company or closely held company, have issued to shares to the resident beyond fair market value, beyond its worth, okay, then whatever excess is recovered per share will be an income. We will consider it is a black to white conversion, and therefore it is taxable under the law. Okay.